Hi, Thrivers. Today we're talking about something that catches almost everyone off guard. The things no one tells you will happen when you're going through a divorce. And I know this firsthand. Divorce touches places you never expected: your relationships, your routines, your confidence, your body, your home, and sometimes even the pieces of yourself you thought were solid. So, before we jump in, take a second to like and subscribe so I know this kind of content is helping you. Your support helps me keep showing up and pouring my heart into videos like this. And if you've lived through any of these, drop a comment. I personally read and respond to all of them. So let's get into the 10 shocks that almost everyone experiences and almost nobody talks about. The first shock is how quickly people take sides. People you thought were your friends suddenly get quiet, disappear, or jump to support one spouse without even asking a single question. It's really painful and it's confusing. It makes you feel like you failed a friendship you were actually fighting to keep. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you. It's their discomfort, not your worth. The second shock is how people treat you differently. Even in 2025, divorce still seems to make a lot of people uncomfortable. They don't know what to say. They don't know, make sure that they're saying the right thing, the wrong thing. Some treat you like you're fragile, others treat you like you're contagious. It's a really weird season where you feel like you're moving through the world with a label you didn't really ask for. The third shock is how many people suddenly have an opinion about your life. They tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, if you should keep the house, what kind of co-parenting arrangement is best, and when you should start dating again without knowing anything about your financial picture, your emotional capacity, or your family dynamic. Most people mean well, but they can really unintentionally add pressure at a time when you're already carrying a really heavy load. The fourth thing that I saw was that things that used to matter just don't anymore. I remember entertaining a lot, hosting, showing up for every gathering. And suddenly during my own divorce, those things didn't really feel important to me. My bandwidth changed, my priorities changed, and that I feel like that's really normal. You're not failing, you're really kind of evolving. And the fifth shock is how your habits change. For me, drinking was a really big one. I realized I was using wine to cope with feelings I didn't even know how to name. And a lot of people go through that. Divorce can make you examine the ways that you numb, soothe, or avoid or escape. Sometimes you just keep making progress with yourself and you need to just walk away from things that aren't serving you well. The sixth shock is loneliness. Even when you're surrounded by people, divorce is a life transition that feels like you're free falling without really a safety harness. You may be doing the right thing, but it still feels disorienting. That doesn't mean you made the wrong decision. It just means that you're human and you're grieving. It is a process of grief. You still have to go through all of the stages. The seventh shock is how strong you become in ways you never expected. You learn how to do things you never knew you could do before. You take on decisions you once avoided. You start building confidence in the places that you used to feel really small in. It's really uncomfortable, but it can be very empowering. The eighth shock is how differently you parent. Divorce makes you more intentional, more aware. You start focusing on the home atmosphere, on modeling healthy communication, on not repeating patterns. You worry about the kids. Of course you do, but you also rise to meet the moment in ways that may surprise you. The ninth shock is how your identity shifts. You're not the same person you were when you're married. It's a transitional space. It's messy, important, and necessary. And that's where a lot of the healing happens. And the 10th shock is you begin to hope again, even if it's faint. You catch yourself laughing or imagining a future without fear. And that moment is really sacred. So I want you to know that everything you're feeling is normal. You are not broken, you're evolving. And if you need clarity, especially around keeping the house, refinancing, or making a financial decision, make sure to grab my free divorce housing clarity quiz. The links will be in the show notes. If this video resonated with you, please press the like. It really does help me so I know to make more content like this, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'm here walking alongside you. I'm cheering you on. You deserve peace, stability, and a future that feels good again. Thanks so much for watching. See you the next time.